God can strike me down right now. Every hoe I pulled that maneuver on, they would ask me, why are you before you even get the job, see if a bad bitch worked here. I haven't even spoke to her. I haven't spoke to this girl, but I would calling all hoopers. True hoopers, new hoopers, haircut hoopers, side part ponytail hoopers, free from hoopers, dreadhead hoopers. I stuttered, but who cares? Lisp hoopers. We have a special video. Now, I know you read the title, and it's true. We're going to figure out the science behind cracking your coworker. Now, I'm going to put a disclaimer here, though. Like, we know the saying, don't shit where you eat. My nigga, I'm sorry. I do that shit all the time. I'm not going to cap. I'll say this, though. If you work, like overly at your job, like, if you pushing 40 hours a week, I don't know, because I normally don't work that many hours on any job. I might just do 30 or 25. I can't really push 40. So that's tough. I was going to say, though, the easiest method, I'm telling you right now, is obviously you want to be a good coworker, but act like you fake give a fuck about them. Like, you going to come into work and you going to say some shit like, yo, good morning. Like, especially if she a bad bitch, and especially if you new, you gonna come in and say some shit like, yo, teach me the ropes. Like, you have, if you work with the bitch, you have hella plausible deniability. So when you're working with her, even saying simple shit like good morning or how you been, you're building up slight banter and it makes sense. She doesn't know you want to crack her, right? So before I get into like what to say and what to do, we have to really figure out what jobs has the highest return on investment as far as having the hoes. Now, we know Amazon have hoes and shit, and like maybe like fast food and shit, and maybe Ross. But I would say, in my personal experience, I would say before you even get the job, make sure there's at least one bad bitch that worked there, or a bitch you would crack that worked there. Because I won't cap, I don't really be seeing bad hoes at any job anymore. I don't know where the bad hoes are at. Or maybe I'm not really looking. I mean, I really see a bad hoe. I don't know. Maybe they just live on TikTok now. But as far as in my area, I don't be seeing bad hoes like working. You feel me? Like, it'd be degular, you know, not chalk, but it's nothing like a bad bitch. Like, you work here type of thing. So I'd say before you even get the job, see if a bad bitch worked here. Like, hopefully. But maybe because, I don't know, because I'll say, okay, I know I'm yapping here, but look. 3 years ago, or not 3 years ago, but I remember when I worked at Ross. I'm gonna give y'all my background. I worked at Ross, KFC, and the third job, I'm not gonna name, but just know I was pushing carts. I'm not gonna name this job. But Ross and KFC, my first was KFC. I had a girlfriend at the time, so I wasn't necessarily hooping, but I was still hooping though. So it was KFC, Ross. Ross had the most bitches. My thing is, when I go to Ross now, it be no hoes. I don't know if I'm going at the wrong time, but it be no bad shit working at Ross anymore. I don't know if that shit just got patched. I gotta look at the patch notes. I haven't been missing practice, so I don't know what's going on, but there's really no bad shit there. Like, I don't know. So boom. We're gonna talk about the fast food Riz, the store Riz, or playbook, or what to say there, and then we're gonna talk about if you work at like a big facility like Costco or some shit, or Sam's Club or some shit. So if you work at a fast food spot and you're saying shit like good morning or how's it been, yeah, I don't even know. I'm sorry to tell you guys, bro, I can't even tell you the fast food method because I'm not trying to gatekeep, but it's too manipulative for YouTube. I'm sorry. They already tried to give me a strike for one of my videos, so it's like, I'm gonna put the fast food shit for the school. But with the raw shit, okay, with the regular clothing store shit, you can apply that to any job. So boom, what you gonna do is this, and then this low-key why I kind of have my hair up like this so y'all can really see what the fuck I'm talking about. But I'm gonna, matter of fact, fuck this shit. I'm gonna explain this shit through my story time, my nigga, because fuck having to do all this math, my nigga. I know this video's all over the place, but you're still here, aren't you? Yes. Fuck, nigga, I thought so. So, at Ross, when I first got the job, bro, mind you, my hair was not this long. I had like a little fro. No badges. My shit was fried when I ain't going for it. Genetically cooked. But the hoes was still biting though. I ain't gonna cap. So, what ended up happening was, I would get the job. Ross had, Bro, all-star, bro, every bitch was, bro, like, it was at least 3 bad Johns. No funny shit. No funny shit. No funny shit. No job has ever been able to, nah, I'll say for me, because I've never worked at Amazon, but I know apparently Amazon, I just been hearing stories about Amazon. But boom, so when I first got the job at Ross, I'm going to tell you the only animation I was spamming. No funny shit. It might look cringe to y'all, but if you use it to, it'll work. So let's say I'm working and I'm just walking around or I'm just doing my job. I would look at every bitch in their eye, but it wouldn't just be regular eye contact. So I'd make a face like I'd look them up and down on some, like, it feel corny to do it like on video, but just know, relax, like, hey, flex your ears, like how I'm doing now, flex your ears. So you're gonna look calm, not like this, like calm, like in the hunter eye type of thing. You're gonna flex your ears, look at the bitch in her eye, and then slowly look down at her shoes, and then you're gonna look back at her eye. But it's not gonna be like this. It's not gonna be like this. It's gonna be like on some smooth shit. Like I'm not lying. So no, God can strike me down right now. Every hoe I pulled that maneuver on, they would ask me, why are you looking at me like that? Green! Nigga green! Nigga green! So when the hoe say, why are you looking at me like that? That's, first of all, a free excuse to talk. We went from talking about work-related bullshit to, you give a fuck about how I'm looking at you? Macaroni sounds, automatically. So normally how that shit would go, I did that shit with every bitch at that job. And another thing too, you want to get the IGs too. I had like all the IGs on some casual shit. Hell yeah, if I have a question, let me just get your IG. You seem cool. You know, you might roast a little manager or some shit, build up banter. You know, you got to be able to roast certain people. Well, if that's your game, that's my game. Like head ass nigga, long head ass nigga, sharp chin ass nigga. So boom, when you build a banter with the hoes and you just look at them, they're gonna know what you're on. If you're just doing your job and you don't look at shit, like you're an introvert, you might be fried. But yeah. And the reason I tell you to do it slow is because if you do it super fast, it's like, nigga, it's obvious. But if the girls see you look at her up and down, and then you're slowly going back up, it's like you're moving on your own type of time. Like it'll seem less performative, if that makes sense. Once a hoe feel like you're trying to prove your value or you're trying to like impress her, she gonna see through that shit clear as day. So I'm gonna tell you how I got my first girlfriend. I got my first. No, it wasn't my first girlfriend because I had a girlfriend before that, but she don't count. Like, I don't fuck with that hoe. KFC bitch, but the Ross girl. Okay, it was like 3 hoes. I gotta go in order. That makes the most sense, right? So the last girl was the one I was dating. We don't date no more, that shit. So we gonna get to her later. So boom, the first girl, okay. So it was 3 girls. I only cracked 2 of them. The third, I'm polite. I had 3 chances to crack. I only cracked 2. The third one I fumbled. I'm gonna tell you how I fumbled. Then I'm gonna tell you how I cracked the second one. Then I'm gonna tell you how I cracked the third one. And this video actually might be longer than I thought, but peep this shit. So boom. So me and this girl, I got her IG and I got her number, and we on the phone kicking it. And the first link was like to the mall, or not the mall, but to the movies. So mind you, over the phone, we would flirt, like we would rage bait each other type shit, like, yo, your ass ain't that fast at your job, you know, you a shitty ass employee, you know, that type of like banter type shit. And in the movies, she would low-key be too, I don't know what the fuck, I don't know if my movie theater is just ass, but it had like an annoying little bullshit, you know, thing you can kind of lift up. That shit was like low-key in the way, like in between the seats type of thing. So she's low-key like turned sideways, she's trying to lay on me, but that little bullshit thing is hurting me, but it's not hurting her. I know that was hard to explain though. So boom. So it's the first shit. So boom. She laying on me, and I'm trying to like, I don't know. I don't really got to grab her ass because I was scared. Like, you know, no, like I'm saying, I was a jit. Like I was what, 17, 18 around there. And at the movies, we watched the movie, but I didn't really make a move. I might kind of caress her side, but I'll maybe tickle her, but it was nothing crazy. So my thing is, like I said, my rule is we have to kiss on the first. That's minimum. Like I said, I know my last video I said if you don't crack in the first link, you're cooked. If you legit, it might take some more time because you don't have your own place to just crack, or maybe in your own car. You feel me? I have my own car though, so that's not an excuse. But look though. We in the car. Mind you, the goal is to get the kiss. We in the car. We talking about the movies or some bullshit. I don't remember. All I remember in my head was I have to get this kiss. Like, you have to give her, you have to give the bitch something to think about when she leaves. Oh, that kiss was really good. Then y'all get on the phone and y'all talk about how you want to do the kiss again. Like, that's the goal. If you don't get the goal, you're fried. Genetically cooked. So, fuck it, what was I saying? Nigga, help me remember, bro. Like, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so we talking and we're getting to the climax of like how I'm finna get the kiss. Twin, no funny shit, like 10:30, bro. My mom calls me. Now, normally I have Hall of Fame D&D, so normally no calls go through, but some way, somehow, her call went through. Now, I was gonna ignore the call, like put it on silent. The bitch I'm with, cause bitch is in my car. The bitch I'm with is like, you're not gonna answer that? I'm like, fuck! Mind you, I know my mom better than you know her, so why is you trying to check me about answering a fucking phone call? Whole time, bro, now that I think about this shit, bro, the bitch might have known what she was doing, cause it's on some shit like this, right? I think I know what she was probably doing. Because I took so long to make a move, she used that, she was overly, she was over it, so she wanted me to pick up the phone call because she wanted the mood or the momentum I was having to go down. Like, she was over it. Like, I'm sorry. I think that's what ended up happening. Now that I'm really looking back on it, because why do you give a fuck about the phone call more than I do? Bullshit. So I answered the phone. My mom is like, where the fuck are you at? Like I can say, I know I got strict parents and shit. So, you know how you on the phone with your mom and she's talking crazy and you with the bitch like, she's talking up a storm. I'm like, fuck. And it's low-key throwing me off my game. So so my mom like, when did you come back home? I'm like, I'm on the way back. Lying. Hogo say, oh, so you finna leave? I'm like, fuck. Like, I don't know what I said, but I was like, yeah. Come on, I couldn't get the kiss. Oh, another thing too, we would hug, but she was like, I was so tall. She was like 5'5". We would hug, and the hug would be good. I just never got that damn kiss. So boom, no funny shit. That was the only link with that bitch. Like, I work with this girl though, so she ain't ghost me, but she'd be like, oh, I'm busy, and I'm this, and I'm that. And I don't blame her, bro, because, bro, on some really real shit, if you fail to make the first move and the girl is on that, she'll think you're a bitch, bro. Your mama called you? Oh, go ahead and answer your mama phone. You're cooked. I want someone who can fuck me, like, right now without having to worry about having a long-ass conversation. Because, bro, I was stalling. I didn't even know how to really... I was like you, bro. If I had someone like this to talk to me in video, I'd be a way different type of, that would have been a way different outcome, but I just didn't know any better. Especially with shit like plausible deniability and making it like I would have got to the mission a lot faster. So with that girl, like, I had the chance to escalate because she was going like the hugs and she's turning her ass. It's like she's giving me a chance to slam dunk it. I just didn't know how to make a move. I was scared, my nigga. I ain't go cap. Like, scared or just lost. Like, I wasn't scared. I wanted to make a move that was not I wanted to make a low risk ass move. Nothing that would like leave me on Fox 5 News or some shit. You feel me? So I just ain't know any better. So boom, with her, obviously me and her was still cool because I wasn't gonna act like I'm trim over a first link or linking her again. Because if I say I'm trying to see you and you saying you're busy, you wasn't busy before. But it's like, you feel me? So it's like, I'm gonna put it like this, bro. If you drill her shit first link, she will never make an excuse not to see you, bro. But if you can't make a move on the first link or you don't do anything, y'all just get some fucking food and you gave her attention, you might be fried. Like, the moment she's leaving that spot, she's calling up her old nigga, can you come over here? Just one new nigga can't do shit right. He's just scary as hell. That's what happens. So I'm not saying that happened to me with this girl, but that's what ends up happening, and I'm getting water right now. What is you gonna do about this shit, bro? Exactly, bro. Come on. Man, let's hoop. Is you hooping? So, what was I saying though? So that was the first chick. The second chick was the one I cracked. I learned from my mistake via the first girl I didn't crack. And it was via, like, okay, cool. This time, I took this girl to the movies, but I was making macaroni sounds this time. Like, I was making the needle move. But to be fair though, this girl was going even more because, twin, before we even linked, we on the phone. No funny shit. God can strike me down right now, twin. We on the phone, regular conversation, or maybe we were talking sexual. She was like, macaroni sounds. You hear that? Bitch, she's playing with her shit. I'm not saying she put the camera down there, but she let me hear it. And I'm like, how is you already? That's what I'm thinking, but I didn't question. I'm like, yeah, I hear that shit. Like, you playing with me, like, don't tempt me. Like, you know how I get. You know I do that little rage bait shit, but like, I was coming out of body. Like, I'm like, bro, you not finna do that shit and think shit gonna be sweet. Like, when I see you, it's gonna be over. That's how I'm overly talking, because you not finna play with me like, you feel me? So it was more of an alley-oop with this type of girl. And another thing too, I didn't even last long. Like, bro, she was experienced. Like, with her, you know how you in the movies and I told you I would do my little macaroni sounds. She was also playing on my shit, and bro, let's not school shit. Leave it for school. So that was the second John. And like I said, everything with all these Johns is just through work. And I never really shot my shot. I would just be cool with them and play it safe and get on the phone. It just, I don't know what it is, but I'm sorry. I'm not even big on getting on the phone with the bitch. But it's easier to get on the phone and see their real self compared to a text, because you never know what a bitch might be going through. So she could be in her bed, sad as fuck, and then your bitch ass texts her, hey, you wanna come see me? Bro, you don't even know her how she's feeling throughout that day. Versus you calling her, being cool with her, she's laughing, then you bring up Lincoln, it's like, okay, cool. But back then, that's why I would get flaked on, because I wouldn't really understand what the hell going on. I'm like, damn, I would text this bitch and she'd flake. But when I call this bitch, she would be going. I'm like, oh, okay. I put two and two together and then I started hooping. So boom, that's the second John. The third John is the one I ended up dating for like wasn't that long, like a month or two. But I'm gonna tell y'all how we started dating. It was chef's kiss, bro. So, I think I was in high school though. So, what was I saying? With this girl though, I'm gonna tell you how this girl was different from the other two. The other two, I would talk to them more via the work. With this girl I was dating though, we started dating because I would do the little shot. I showed y'all the little looking at her up and down. I would spam that animation, like I would spam that shit on her. Mind you, with this girl, bro, like, mind you, at the time I thought she was so bad. Like, now it's like, like, twin, you a jet now, you young as fuck. But the whole you think that's super bad now, when you get older, it's gonna be like, she wasn't even all that type of thing. You feel me? So what was I saying? So I would spam a little. I would look at her up and down, like, we wouldn't say I haven't even spoke to her. I haven't spoke to this girl, but I would use, my shit's shaking. I would just use that little eye shit, and I'm gonna tell you how this shit ended up happening. So I would spam that animation, and her friend approached me. It's rare as fuck, but I know, but it's during the job. So obviously, no, a girl not gonna bring her friend because it's otherwise less intimidating if it's by herself. So it was her and her friend, co-workers, but her friend didn't even exist. I didn't even know she existed until she was near the bad bitch. So her friend was like, why you keep on looking at my friend? Now, obviously, they're trying to rage bait. I'm like, I can't. So when she said, why you keep on looking at my friend? I'm like, I can't look at her. Like, what's the problem? Then the friend gonna say, no, if you gonna look up, the friend gonna say, no, if you look at her, you're gonna have to do something about it. I'm like, let me get your granddad. Let me get your number. I'm playing into it. So people have a friend came in like sassy and kind of mean. I didn't back down and say, oh, I'm sorry, I can't look. I said, let me get your shit. Like, I'm not just looking at you for no reason. Like, that's what I'm saying though. So I got her number, sent her the text. I'm still rage baiting here. I didn't even know what I was doing, but it works though. It's like, I'm calling your bluff. So we get on the phone, and while on the phone, we yapping it up, and the bitch was saying how I look familiar. I don't know what it is, but a lot of hoes I talk to say I look familiar. Like, I got Like I got a familiar ass face or some shit. Like with the Latina girl in the school story time. If y'all in the school, y'all know who I'm talking about. Like that Latina bitch said the same shit. I look familiar. Who cares? So with the girl I was dating, though, I'm gonna tell you how this shit ended up happening, right? So she didn't want to be seen out in public. I didn't want to be seen out in public either because I didn't want other coworkers to peep game in that area, and I don't live there no more. So she thought I didn't want to be seen because of other hosts, which is true. But it's really because I didn't want other coworkers to peep what I was doing. And then with her, she didn't want to be seen in public. She didn't want to be seen in public because of her ex. But she didn't say that though. But that's important later on in the story. So and her, I didn't really question why she didn't want to be seen. I just really ain't give a fuck. But all I know is she really made it clear she didn't want to be seen out in public because like her ex and it could either be her ex or the friends of it, like her ex friends could see her, if not her ex or her ex friends. So boom, first link. This might be the only girl I did a real like a car date with, bro. I need some water. Shut your bitch ass. I'm just getting water, bro. Calm down. It might be like one of the only girls I really just only took on the car date and nowhere else. So boom, we found a spot to meet up at because I'm like calling her bluff. Like you talking up big and bad over the phone. Like you not all that. She like, no, I talk the same way in person. I'm really like rage baiting her on some shit. So, what ended up happening? So, bro, I ain't gonna cap, bro. My mouth is my throat. No pause shit. But I literally, it feel dry, bro. Like no weird shit. I'm not finna gargle on camera, but it's just like mucus. So what ended up happening was we would get in a car and it would be my car. Cause I would be in the driver's seat. Yeah, so it'd be my car and we was yapping it up. Mind you, on this link, I don't even think we kissed. I don't think we kissed on this first link. But we did something that was. Did we get in the back seat? I don't know, but all I know is this though. We talked for like hours just yapping like about life and shit. I don't know. I would never put this car now because what do we have to yap for hours for? I mean, I don't know. But yeah, we was yapping for a minute and her mom called. And when her mom called, should I admit this shit? I can't even admit this shit because it's like I might get canceled for what I did. But it's not like it's bad, but I can't admit this shit. Damn, I can't. But I'll give y'all a hint. When her mom called, I'll probably put shit in school what I did. But when her mom called, macaroni sounds. I'm gonna put it like that, macaroni sounds. Well, I'm gonna put it like that. I can't say what I did. But, yeah, I can't say what I did. But I made a move, with consent, of course, while her mom was on the phone and she was with it. Like, it's like, I don't know what it is, but it's like when someone calls them, this shit sounds bad. I can't put this on. Hey, we gonna scratch that shit. Point is, cause I know how niggas be in the comments like, that sounds this and that sounds that. Bro, hoes be dying for that shit. Make a fucking move. But niggas be thinking this shit gonna go to jail for just breathing next to a girl. Anyway, like, I'm safe for school. I'm sorry, I can't even do it. What was I saying though? So boom, we did something in that link. It wasn't just we talked and she left. I was able to get some access to certain parts. So obviously not on no forceful shit in a way that made sense. It was like, oh my God, stop playing type of play fight type shit. So I'm gonna tell you how we ended up dating though. So boom, I finally cracked that shit. Oh, another thing too, she was asking me questions like, do you smoke and other shit. And I told her here and there, mind you, I don't smoke. But if it's mind you, this bitch is in my head, she's so bad. I'm like, bro, I had two options. Tell her the truth and not crack or lie and crack. And every time I would lie and crack. I think, what the fuck? So, it wasn't even like a real lie. It was like I do, I just don't. I'm like, I don't know, I'm lying, who cares? So, I'm saying that to say this because she also thought I was also a pro in the bedroom. My nigga, I'm not. Oh, she was older than me too. Yeah, I think I was 18, she was 19. I think that's what it was. Yeah, she was older than me too. So, what was I saying? So she thought I had experience. You have to front with the bitch. You can't tell her, yeah, I don't really be fucking. She was like, huh? Leave. They want someone who can lead them to paradise. And if you can't do that shit, she gonna find someone who can. So what ended up happening was we did it. It was okay. It wasn't like fireworks. But we kept doing it and we got better and it was just, okay, cool. Now, as far as how we started dating was, mind you, I had prom though. Yeah, I had prom. And at prom, I did some shit I wasn't supposed to. I got the top from a bitch. I ain't gonna cap. And I didn't even tell her that shit though. Oh shit, I'm true. I'm gonna tell you what I told her though. I didn't tell her I got top from a bitch. What I told, cause it was a prom after party though. So what I told her was a girl was shaking ass on me. That's what I told her. I didn't tell her I got top. But we don't date no more, so it's like, what is you gonna do about it, bitch? What is you gonna do about that shit? I got top. What is you gonna do? We don't talk no more. Anyways, I ain't talked that whole in years. So look, it's just funny just looking back on it. So look, I got top from the bitch, but I told her when a girl asked, when she asked me, did you do anything at the party? I was like, I mean, kinda. Cause I ain't wanna like lie all the way and be like, no, I ain't do shit because like I said, she already thinks I'm a hoe. I'm a hoe, but I wasn't like a crazy hoe. I was like, I didn't have like 10 hoes on my phone, maybe like 5 max. Who has time to be texting 10 hoes? Maybe 5 good ones, quality over quantity. So I didn't want to say I didn't do shit at the party because she gonna think, okay, he a square. I'm not a square. But okay, there's not even that. It's just more so she thought I was just a hoe. So I just kept playing along with that card because I know hoes. Because the way this girl thinks is, if other girls want him, okay, I see why I would want him. Like they trying to find out why all these hoes like you on some shit. So, boom. What was I saying though? Oh, fuck. Okay, so boom. I told her at the prom, at the prom after party, a hoe was shaking ass on me. Mind you, there was a hoe shaking ass on me. So that wasn't even a lie. That was also true. But look, she was like, what? I was like, yeah, I just got drunk. I wasn't drunk. I was just playing dumb. I don't know how it happened. So what ended up happening was she was like, I don't want you doing shit with other people. Mind you, before me and her was on some shit like, we could do shit with other people as long as we was like each other's favorites. Like I was like, yeah, I'm cool with other people, but you my favorite though. And she went with that shit until I told her at the prom I was catching ass. So she was like, yeah, I want us to just be exclusive with just me and you. Now when she pulled that card, it's like, okay, now it makes sense because twin, if I'm being exclusive to you, are we not dating? Like, if I'm being sexually exclusive to you, why would I text a hoe anyways? If I'm only getting neck and top and only doing shit with just you, I'm talking about how I think. I'm like, is that not damn near dating? So you're like, well, it is, and that's how we started dating. Like I asked her, okay, we be my girlfriend, okay, cool. But I only asked her because she literally just said, I only want you to be with me, type of thing. I didn't tell her, oh, I don't want you to be with her. I didn't tell her, I only want you to be with me as a nigga. Like I don't want you fucking with these other niggas. I didn't say that shit because it's like I cared, but it's like I knew she would respect me more if she said that shit first, and it was true. So we went through each other's phones and all that other shit. That was a whole other thing. So boom, I could tell y'all how we broke up. Should I tell y'all niggas? I might as well, because this video is over. This video is over and everything too. Like, with How to Crack Your Coworker, I gave you the method, bro. Look at her, how I told you to look at her, and just have regular, how it's work. Is it busy? Regular banter. But the look and getting their Instagram, green twin. So I low-key might tell y'all niggas how we broke up. Now, I would say this though, I have never been broken up with. Like, I've always been the type to break up with hoes. Because I will always have a valid reason. I'm the type to really peep shit for what it is and move accordingly. So, should I tell this story? I might as well. My voice is killing me. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all a generic version of what the hell happened. So, me and the girl were dating for like a month or two, right? And what ended up happening was, it was all sunshine and rainbows. Mind you, remember how I mentioned the fucking ex, right? That ex, bro, my nigga, what I didn't realize was, bro, that ex and her was dating for like 5 years. 5. Now, I ain't asked, because the thing is with the ex shit is, when you with a bitch, you don't bring up her ex at all, because whether she's talking shit, good shit about him or bad shit about him, you don't want her to be thinking about that nigga at all. Only me and you and me cracking these buns. Don't shit else matter. Man, let's hoop. Don't shit else matter. Fuck that nigga. I don't give a fuck about it. What though? He could literally, I'm not gonna do too much, but still though, let's hoop, fuck nigga. So, that's why I ain't really asked, because I didn't care. So boom, but it became relevant. So boom. For context though, what happened was her ex and her weren't talking for like 3 months or some shit. Because apparently he got a new bitch or whatever the case may be. So there was on some no contact. They blocked each other and we weren't talking. So that's how I got I was low-key like a rebound nigga. Shit, I'll take it. You bad as fuck. I'll take it. Fuck a rebound. I'll take that shit. Especially if the nigga you was with, I don't know. So it's like, it's no hard feelings for me. You feel me? So, boom, tag, we broke up. Everything was, I remember this shit vividly, right? Everything was perfect, right? So me and her, we went to Burlington and left. We was shopping for some shit. She in my car. We chilling. Crack. Well, we ain't crack, but you know, if you're dating, you know you've already done that cracking shit. So we in the car. No funny shit. Bitch goes on live, but I think it's like a close friend's live or her spam, cause you know back then Instagram spams were a thing. She goes on her live, and guess who joins? The ex. Now, pick this shit. They haven't talked for months. Meaning now I'm her new nigga, right? The ex joins the live thinking she ain't got no nigga, but I exist. So this nigga is on the phone rage baiting. Cause I'll give him his props though. My nigga, you tough. He was rage baiting in the comments and she was getting emotional. Oh no, she was laughing at this nigga like, I got a nigga. So I was low-key like the nigga she was using. I was low-key the nigga she used to make him jealous, and it worked, I guess. But I broke it with her, so it's not like it's not like she did some shit and she broke it with me. I cut you off, my nigga. Let's hope, fuck nigga. Anyways though, so please this shit. She on the live laughing like, I'm like, bro, just get off the live. She's not, this for the first time, she's not listening. I'm like, bro, get off the live. I'm dead serious. She's like, oh my gosh, she think it's a joke. So she's still on the live with this nigga, like not laughing, but like the ex was like, let me see him. Cause mind you, I'm in the background talking, my voice deep as shit. Like, yo, I said get off the live. No, my voice deep as shit. You feel me? So you can tell us a big long meat pipe punching ass nigga in the car. So of course he's like the nigga's like, oh my god, who are you with? And she like, don't worry about it. So they get off the phone into no funny shit. That's what I'm saying. Remember that video I just made about the luck? This is where the luck comes in. My nigga, 5 years on this nigga resume as far as them being together, but they haven't talked for months. My nigga, after the live, I'm like, bro, I gotta get some water. You know when I'm stuttering, I gotta get some water. When the live ended, I was like, don't do that shit again, cause I literally just told you that I wasn't fucking with that shit. She was, oh my god, it's okay, you know, I was just playing. Another thing too, they weren't following each other, so I don't know how he was. She was like, I don't know how he was in the spam. I didn't know, or some bullshit. She could have been lying, but who cares? But I believed her, cause you know, you just gullible at that time, naive. So I'm like, it's okay, cool. Boom. Literally the next night, bitch, she had 2 jobs though. I worked at Ross and the Bojangles, swear to God. The next night, my nigga, the bitch gone. I had strict parents too, I couldn't go nowhere. She called me, it's like 9 o'clock. The ex nigga pulls up on her bitch ass. No funny shit. Fries, bro. Mind you, I told you this hoe is 19. Her ex is like 2 to 3 years older, so this nigga's like 22. Overly, he built like Zeus on some shit. Cause she showed me him on some shit, and I showed her my old ex. I don't want to talk about that shit. Anyway, though, but he wasn't tall. He was like a 5'6" ass nigga though. So, boom. What the fuck happened, bro? Okay, so boom. So what ended up happening was, it's like 9 o'clock. I have strict parents. She stayed with her parents too. I met her parents or her mom. She called me at 9 o'clock saying how her ex pulled up and he's talking so much shit. And bitch is crying on the phone. I'm like, it's just over with. She's crying over the phone saying how he came to her job, Bojangles, talking all this shit, saying how she changed and wherever the case may be. And she wanted me to pull up. Mind you, nigga, I'm 18. Like, bro, why the fuck would I pull up and do what? Beat this nigga up? What? Bro, even if I could, only way I'm pulling up is if I'm with my niggas. I gotta come in like 10 deep for this bitch ass thing. What the fuck? I am not coming by my lonely because he's just talking shit to you at your job. So they called the cops because he was just talking shit and just causing commotion or whatever the case may be. And she was telling me like, babe, come. When if I came, bro, I would have been in jail. Like, let's be real. Does that make sense, bro? That's just like, if y'all watch Suits, it's like Mike Ross and that nigga Logan Sanders. That shit it's a recipe for disaster, bro. So I was aware though. I'm like, this shit fries. And in my head, I'm thinking, this shit would have never happened if you got off the fucking live. I told her, get off the fucking live, and she didn't, like, she think it was a joke. So of course he thinks shit's all sunshine and rainbows, and he pull up to her because he know where she works or some shit. And she was crying all. So I'm gonna tell you how this shit really ended up happening, bro. After she went on that live, our shit was up here, and this shit went to rock bottom, bro. We was like, ah! Then every day was a problem, stressed and depressed, crying, getting drunk. I'm talking to the girl. Me, I'm chilling though. I'm peeping this shit like clear as day though. I'm peeping everything. So, what happened? Let me think, my nigga. Let me think. So boom. What ended up happening was I seen that nigga at the job, at the Ross. Cause I was scanning niggas, right? I know what her ex looked like. I seen the little 5'6" ass nigga, and no hate the 5'6" dudes. I'm not much taller than you. But still, I'm taller than you. That's what matters. So look, I see this little hefty 5'6" ass nigga. I see him, he see me. The nigga smirk. I'm like, why is he smirking? I'm like, what the fuck? I check her low. She's in the area, like she's at the Ross too. But I'm like, you supposed to be at home. Wait a minute. Did this bitch ass girl tell her ex what day I work or the same shift? Cause bro, this nigga bought some cheap ass shit. Her low says she's in the area. Man, I'm like, hold on. Is this bitch in this nigga car right now? I'm putting these two puzzles together. I'm like, are they cool now? Are they cool? He literally did. My nigga, salute. You did my shit. You rage baited her and you got her back. I won't cap. Hey, my nigga. Not only that too, bro. The bitch was, it's so much shit in this story too, but the bitch was ignoring him, cause she had him blocked. She was ignoring him. The ex nigga goes in, cause the nigga knows her mom. The ex nigga calls her mom and says, tell her to text me. Now the mom is saying, girl, text her. Now she has all this external pressure. Like, it just fries, bro. This nigga was not gonna lose this shit. So when I peeped at I'm going back to the situation to where he was at the Ross the same time I was at my shift, like, and I put two and two together with her location being there too. I'm like, okay, did they link up today and go out on a date around this area? Because why is her low here? She's not supposed to be working here. So I didn't talk to her the entire day. She's like, oh my God, what's wrong? I'm ignoring her, bitch. We on the phone. So I asked her, what was you doing today? She says, oh, I went out with my family. I say weird. Around the area, like the Ross. I'm like, bullshit. So it's like the bitch already had an excuse to why she wasn't where she was. Like, she already had an excuse to why she was in that area, but it was so bullshit. It was bullshit, but I couldn't prove it. This is what I do. I sprinkle in rage bait. I'm like, okay, cool. Tell me why I seen your tiny ass boyfriend in the cashier spot. She gonna say, Tiny, why are you disrespecting him? What? Wait, what? I say, I seen your little tiny ass ex, and your response is to say, why am I disrespecting him? And then she gonna say, if I was talking about your ex, you wouldn't like that. What? I'm like, what? I'm like, bro, what? I'm like, what? I'm peeping the play clear as day, twin. I'm like, I wouldn't really care. She like, nah, that's not cool. So when she pulled that shit out, I'm like, yeah, this shit over with. I'm like, I ain't gonna cap. Like, is you serious right now? She was like, yeah, like, don't be talking about him like that. I'm like, bro, did he already crack? I'm like, bro, why is the bitch is defending her ex? So I'm like, ain't gonna front, this shit ain't gonna work. Like, we gonna have to break up. She like, why? I'm like, yeah, we got to break up. Like, not on some emotional shit, but I'm like, yeah, we breaking up. Like, we can still be cool though, but this shit not it. And we got off the phone on some shit, and that was that. Like I was still cool with her. You know how I broke up with her, and we would still kind of link here and there, but it wouldn't. I didn't crack after, obviously. And that ended up being that though, on some really real shit. Yeah. So that's why I broke up with her, because it's like the first red flag is me telling you to get off the phone with this nigga. But it was already cooked when this nigga literally, he called her fucking mom. He called your mom. He came to your job. We had to call the cops, and then I wasn't dumb enough to come to the spot this nigga pulled up at. I'm not a fucking dummy. So it was fried. It was genetically cooked in all ways. But it all started. It all started with her going on her spam live, and this nigga joining, and he peeping the play, and he's literally rage baiting the fuck out of her. She's crying, hysterical, and I'm just on the phone like stone faced, like, yeah, this shit fried, bro. This nigga, he's doing too much. He's legitimately doing everything in his power to get this bitch back. I won't care. So I'm like, my nigga. At the time, I knew I made the right decision. Cause to be fair though, I'm gonna tell you how it could have went though. I could have stayed with her. She would have been sneaking behind my back, seeing this nigga, because I wasn't buying her bullshit lie. She could have been sneaking behind my back, seeing this nigga, and probably would have cheated on me, or if she didn't already do that shit. And I would have been, bro. No, to my niggas, twin, if you've ever been cheated on, because I, in my experience, I've never been cheated on, as far as to my knowledge. But just the thought of being cheated on, my nigga, if you've been cheated on, my nigga, what did you do? Like, just, like, I'm saying, bro, like, just the thought is kind of, like, pissing me off. But for niggas who've been through that shit, like, what did you do? Like, how did you stay sane? Because with me, I peep a red flag and I'm out the window. Oh, you like that type shit? I'm gone. You feel me? To save your sanity. But I really can't imagine you loving a bitch and getting cheated on. Like, twin. Like I'm saying, for niggas who've been through that shit, I see red flag and I'm gone, bro. Like, fries, we gotta break up. I'm sorry. But for niggas who actually stayed and went through that shit, my nigga, that shit hurt. I'm saying, like, I don't know, like, my nigga, you strong, twin, like, on some really real shit. Because my thing is, I've always been an advocate to say this, bro. It's 100 and a billion times way worse when a girl cheat. When a girl cheat, bro, it's not like she gotta get her nut off, because girls don't even nut that, like, you know what I'm saying? If a girl cheat on you, twin, she was, like, emotionally invested into this nigga. Like, she was literally, like, and I also say that also mean you lacking in the bedroom too. So it's like you really getting roasted in all type of categories if a hoe cheat on you, if that makes sense. But yeah, like, I can't even imagine that shit. Like, the amount of anger, bro. And it makes sense because you know how niggas be like, I'm not finna die over no cat. But bro, if you love the bitch, bro, you won't even be in your right mental state to really be thinking logically. Like, you just, bro, you love this girl and you got cheated on, bro. Like, the thought of her getting clapped by another nigga has to be in your head now. Like, how do you start dating? How do you heal from that shit? In my opinion, I feel like for girls, though, if you a girl and your nigga cheat on you, I think it's not as bad, because, yes, it's bad still, obviously, but it's like, sometimes a nigga just be horny and just want to get his nut off. Like, it's not the same. If a girl cheat on you, bro, I'm saying, like, I say, my nigga, like, bro, man, let's hoop, but it's like, just the thought is crazy. But to actually live in that reality to it, like, if y'all had that shit happen to y'all, yeah, y'all let me know in the comments. But yeah, as far as the other techniques and shit, I'm gonna leave in the school, because I've noticed in some of my videos, especially at least on TikTok, I'll do a random story time or some shit, or maybe even YouTube too. A nigga gonna say, why would you do that? That's so evil and conniving. I'm like, it's not even nothing crazy. If you think this is crazy, you don't get bitches, bro. I'm sorry, bro. This is like surface level information. That's how I be peeping this shit. But yeah, that's how me and that girl well, that's how I broke up with that girl. And me and her are no longer a thing though. But my advice to hoopers is if you in a relationship and if you is peeping red flags, bro, you have to address that shit. Because if you get cheated on, it also hurt with the fact that you didn't even break up with her before she even could do the act. It's like you were so gullible. And you know it's crazy. I'm saying all this shit now and I could be cheating on in the future. But it's just like, my nigga, cooked, flip you over, season you, fried you, you are cooked. But that's the video of how to crack your coworkers. Oh, actually, I have another one. Another coworker story time I can tell y'all about. But y'all can tell my voice is getting tired. And we gonna end this video right here. I ain't cook out. Anyways, boys, y'all boys check out the school. If you in the school, you know I'm active as fuck on there. My voice is gone. School, y'all can check out the cookbook, but I'm really on school though. Regardless, boys, man, let's hoop. I love y'all boys. Let's do this shit.